expression, I'm sure. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Well, that's my experience, and I wanted to share it with you here on the subject of extended warranties. And we bought them before several times, and I don't know why I don't learn my lesson. I won't bore you with details about other extended warranties that I was dumb enough to buy. But we did decide to do it again not when we bought this fifth wheel, but when we bought the washer-dryer unit, the Splendide washer-dryer unit from Westland Sales out of Oregon. We thought, well, it might be a good idea to have an extended warranty. Maybe the pain had been so far back from previous experiences that we just kind of forgot. You know how that goes. And so we did. We bought one, and this little video is just about why it's reinforced, in my opinion. Don't buy extended. This is our unit right here. It's made by Splendide. Splendide. Not exactly sure how you're supposed to pronounce it, but Splendide. And it's a combination unit. It seemed innovative to us at the time, the idea of a washer and a dryer all in one. Come to find out, the Europeans have been doing this for a long time. And they're actually somewhat popular, I guess, like in apartments. And all in all, generally speaking, it's been a good unit. And we haven't really had any problems with it. A couple of caveats. One is that because it's a small unit, you have to do small loads, obviously. So it takes a lot more time to do your laundry than if you had a big machine like you do in a house. And then being a combination unit, it also just doesn't dry as well as a dedicated unit, mainly for the reason that, again, because it's a combination unit, it's 110 volt, not 220, like you have with a dedicated dryer. Our whole issue began sometime back when my wife was complaining that the machine wasn't drying as well, and she tried altering the size of loads, thinking that maybe progressively, she had just gotten a little bit careless about keeping the size of the load down, because you can't put as big a load in these as in a standard size unit. But we would run 2, 3, sometimes 4 drying cycles to get things dry. Well, of course, my first inclination was to make sure that the vent hose on the back wasn't plugged up with lint. I came outside and decided to start out here where the exhaust vent is. I took this whole thing off, and there's a little flapper valve underneath, and then you can pop the flapper out, and you can reach your arm up inside of there. I did that. I reached my arm in as far as I could get it, and I could get pretty close. I could tell the inside of the washer, and I pulled a fair amount of lint out of there. Not an obscene amount, but running a load of laundry after that. Sorry, my glasses got dark from being outside. And it still didn't work, so we tried also running a couple of empty loads just to see if maybe flushing some water through there might help. Now keep this in mind too, the owner's manual for this machine says there's no maintenance that you need to do. It's not even a lint filter on the thing. It's supposed to just blow all that stuff right out the drain, and then what's remaining out the vent. And herein lies where we ran into a problem. So we called this service technician to come out. I won't mention his name, not because they did a bad job. They did a great job. But I don't want them to in any way get associated with the folks back at Splendide, which is actually Westland Sales. Now what he found, which was really strange, was on the inside, he found this gigantic ball of lint. Like, I'm talking the size of a softball. Got a picture of it next to a pair of sunglasses for perspective. Now this was inside the washer in this little rubber boot that connects the wash machine to the dryer vent, and this had collected inside of there. So when I contacted Westland Sales about it, they said, well, there's a procedure that you can do so that that doesn't happen. And of course, I'm asking the question, why didn't you include that in the owner's manual? My guess being that probably they found out about it after a bunch of problems from other customers. So when I contacted Westland Sales about it, they were quickly wanted to know what date it was that I bought it. I told them, and they said, oh, that's outside the warranty. And I said, well, we bought the extended warranty. And they said, well, then you have to call our extended warranty partners, which was Cornerstone Insurance or whatever the heck they want to call themselves. I don't care to remember them. And after I sent them the detailed bill and filled out their 2 pages of questions, sent photos of the lint and where it was, and told them that I actually had the word from the repair technician, who even stated that the homeowner can't access this. You got to take the machine apart to get to it, so there was nothing that we could do to prevent it. But no, Cornerstone wasn't going to cover it. And they said it's not a mechanical, electrical failure. I got back to Westland Sales, the manufacturers of Splendide. Their response basically was, gosh, golly, we're sorry you had that experience, but you know, that warranty might come in handy sometime. And I protested with them based on the fact that there was nothing that we could have done to help prevent this from happening, and felt that was pretty rotten that you did not include that information in your owner's manual. Said it was a maintenance free, and when it really truly isn't, that there's a procedure that they want you to do once a month, which we will do from now on. But why didn't they tell you that to begin with? So there's my beef. I'm a little bit irritated with the folks who manufacture Splendide brand washer dryer units, which is Westland Sales. Definitely frustrated, disappointed with Cornerstone. So I don't know, blame falls on me ultimately, because I knew better than to buy an extended warranty, but went ahead and did it anyway. So there you go. I'm sharing that information with you to give you my 2 cents worth, because that's probably what it's really worth. Don't buy extended warranties. Put the money in the bank and budget for repairs. I have never, ever, ever had an extended warranty that was worthwhile. So there you go. That's my experience. It's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Catch you next time. So as an addendum to this video, I am doing that maintenance load that they talked about doing. And, well, this is what it looked like. Mind you, we've only done about, I don't know, maybe 5, 6, 7 loads of laundry since we had it repaired. And look at all the lint. So I'm hoping they've come up with a better design for this machine on the newer models. If not, and you have one, there's what you got to do once a month.